Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Banks Sophia, and I quickly want to showcase you my Armor Rush deck profile. I went to the Cologne Regionals held by Raiden Trade. It was an in-person event. Shout out to them. It was really good organized and really fun to play. I got top 64 with this deck, which I'm pretty happy about. It's obviously a rogue deck and really fun to play. And I did not see like any new deck profiles on YouTube for this deck, so I just figured out that I will upload one myself. And yeah, the time was pretty good now with the regionals result, and let's start right into it. I will start with the DGX. I played 5. One of them was the Shaomon. It's pretty nice to have all turns while this Digimon is level 4, it gets plus 1000 DP. It can fix math, it makes your Digimon bulkier, and it's pretty nice to have. Then I played 4 of the Upamon. He draws you a card when attacking, and when the opponent's Digimon has no Digivolution cards. And it's pretty good to draw cards in this game to get advantage, and that's all for the decks. Pretty self-explanatory, in my opinion. I would not change the ratio at all. Let's get into the main deck. For the level 3s, I played 4 Vmon with Jamming. This card is insane. Jamming is pretty important in this deck. You want to go through the security of your opponent pretty smoothly, and you will secure that your Digimon do not die, and this guy just does this for you, and you have to play 4 of it, in my opinion. Then for other level 3s, I played 4 of the on-play Searcher Vmon. So on play, you can search a 2-color blue card among the 4 revealed cards and add it to your hand. So this card basically searches your entire deck, like option cards, tamers, and Digimon, which is pretty good. There's also a other Vmon that on play searches you, but the other one searches you 3 Digimon, which can be okay, but I decided against that card and played 4 of this one instead. Also, I played 4 of the EX1 Vmon. He gains you 1 memory when this Digimon becomes unsuspended during your main phase. So it's pretty cool if you like crush into security with a Armor Purge Digimon. Then the Armor Purge Digimon dies, you prevent the deletion. This Digimon is suspended. Then you can like Digivolve a Magnamon on it, and it gets unsuspended and you gain 1 memory, which is pretty good. So I played it at 4, pretty happy with that. Then I played 2 of the ST8 Vmon. This card also draws you a card if attacking, and if you have 7 of your cards in your hand. So if you have this Vmon early out with the Upamon, you can like draw 2 cards if you're attacking, which is pretty good because of card advantage. That was it for the level 3s. I play 14 rookies, all Vmons. You have to play them to reduce the memory cost of your level 4s, which one of them are 4 Lydramon. He digivolves for 2 from a Vmon. Has Armor Purge, so Armor Purge is like when this card would be deleted, you can trash the top card of this Digimon to prevent the deletion. And his when digivolving effect is suspend 1 of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon, which is pretty good. I like activated this effect like 4 or 5 times during the tournament, and you can like unsuspend the suspend the opponent's Digimon and like run through it with Lydramon, which is pretty good. So 4 of them. Then I played 4 of the Flame Dramon. I normally did play this at 3, but it's too important to have your level 4s and your Armor Purge Digimon in trash or in hand, like to smoothly go through your deck and attack every turn. He has also Armor Purge, and when attacking, he gains plus 3000 DP, which is pretty good. With Fire Rocket, you can go to through security pretty easily, and I love this card at 4. Then easily the best Digimon in this deck, it's Magnamon. 4 copies of him. He does basically everything for your deck. He Digivolves from Vmon for free, has Blocker, Armor Purge, and when Digivolve, unsuspend this Digimon, and he gains plus 2000 DP until the end of your opponent's next turn for each card with Armor Form in its traits in your trash. So there was a scenario where I bulked him up like up to 21,000 DP, which was insane, because I had 7 Digimon with Armor Purge in its traits in my trash. He's really good, gets really big, can like out towers and block them, and does everything for the deck. And he's absolutely beautiful in this artwork. Then for the last level 4, I played 1 Lobomon hybrid for game. It's always insane. And that's it for the level 4s. Level 5, I played 1 Chimeramon. I did not see that card at all, and I did not play it out, but in theory you can like go for game if you have 2 level 4 Digimon. I did go for game on my locals last week, like 2 times with this, which was pretty insane, and it's a good option to have. Then let's go to the level 6s. Magnamon-X Antibody. This card is absolutely beautiful and has an insane effect. You can Digivolve him into a Magnamon for 4 costs, so you just skip the level 5 and Digivolve him onto the level 4 Magnamon. And when opponent's Digimon attacks, if a card with Armor Form in its traits or X Antibody is in this Digimon's Devolution cards, you may switch a target of attack to this Digimon. And this is obviously not a once per turn, which makes it super, super good. And if your Magnamon got a DP push from his own effect, and you like Digivolve Magnamon-X Antibody onto it, this card gets the push until the end of your opponent's next turn. So it can get pretty big and pretty bulky. And if it would get deleted, you can just place it on the security, on top of your security, to prevent the deletion, which gives you recovery +1. I only played 3 because I fought forward too much, and I was right, because I always saw this card if I needed it, and sometimes I've also had it like 2 copies in the hand, and you don't want to see 2 copies of this, because it gets too clunky in your hand. So 3 is the perfect ratio to go. Then I played 1 Dev Xmon. I really did not like this card at all. I played against too many decks with 1 big tower Digimon, and this card is really good against like decks that play many Tamers and many Digimons, but in my matchups it was just pretty bad. I think this card is a bit weaker in this meta than in other metas, so I think I will cut this one for 1 more Fire Rocket. That was all the Digimon cards I played. Let's go to the Tamers. I played 2 Davis Motomiya. He's a memory tamer, and on play, you reveal the top 3 cards. You can add 1 blue and 1 green Digimon opponent to your hand. Sometimes you get lucky and like add 1 Ladramon and another Digimon to your hand, which is pretty good. And then the dual tamer, Davis and Ken. This card does everything for this deck. You can get up to 2 memory, and when you Digivolve into basically any level 4 Digimon, you can suspend this tamer to make this Digimon active again and aggressively go through security of your opponent. 3 is enough in my opinion. Sometimes I played 4, but 3 was good as well. Then to the best option card, I think, Fire Rocket. This card is insane. I will play this card at 4 for sure, because it gives you your Digimon with Armor Purge security +1, and you have to rush through your opponent's security to win the game or the match. because when your opponent can set up that tower Digimon, it's like basically game over for you. So you want to play this aggressively and go through security and then for game. Another really strong option was Megadev. At 3, I did not see this card in my security whatsoever the whole tournament. But this card is really good. I like played it from my hand like 3 or 4 times. Gets rid of pretty much any Digimon on the opponent's side, except for like Black Wargreymon and Chaosdramon. But it is what it is. Then the option card Awakening of the Golden Knight. This card is insane for this deck. You can like cheat digivolving your Magnamons and Magnamon-X antibodies onto your Digimon with Armor Purge, and only for 3 costs, which is pretty insane for this deck. And this Digimon also can get the DP reduced until the end of your opponent's next turn, which did not came up, but this card was insane. I like activated 6 or 7 times, which is really nice, and I love this card. Then pretty standard, 2 Hammer Spark just to gain more memory, which is pretty nice. And then 2 Blue Memory Boost. This card is really good in this deck because it searches you the missing piece and gives you the memory advantage in your turn to like activate Fire Rocket, play a Flame Dramon, and go from there. And the last card was just the Ice Wall. This card is broken. It's limited to 1, and you will always play this card if you're playing blue because it's insane. Okay, that's all for the deck profile. I will shortly go into my matchups for the tournament. I lost against Black Wargreymon-X 2-1. I outpaced my opponent once, but the other 2 games, they just built up their Wargreymon-X too fast to overcome. And I lost that 1-1, and I lost another match up against Chaosdramon. The same thing as against the Black Wargreymon. I outpaced my opponent once, but then like 2 games, they just built up the Chaosdramon, and I cannot out that card that easily. So that was GG for my opponent. Then I drawed against the Mastermon deck, and I think if I have like 3 minutes more on the clock, I win that match as well, which was pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. Then I won against D-Reaper, Mother D-Reaper. I just outpaced my opponent with Fire Rockets, which was pretty good. Felt pretty good, 1-2-0. Then I played against the Bezemon deck, the new variant with the starter deck. And he also played the EX2 Bezemon, which is crazy in price. But I won that match 2-1 in the last game. I just hybrided Lobomon for game, which felt pretty insane. Was very happy with that. And the last game I won was against a Chaosdramon deck. I just outpaced my opponent, which felt pretty good because I have a bad matchup against Chaosdramon. Like black and red players always play the Metalgreymon, which de-digivolves your Digimon and then deletes a level 3 Digimon, which like kills my deck. But I came through and just won this match. I was pretty happy to secure the top 64. I mean, like I said, this is obviously a rogue deck, so it feels pretty good to like beat strong decks in the meta and to like win with such a deck. And I'm pretty happy about it. Had overall a great experience. Everyone was friendly. Had a nice Saturday in Cologne, and looking forward for more offline events as well. So thanks for tuning in. That was my Armor Purge deck profile, or Armor Rush, or Magnamon-X. I saw everything at the YouTube channels. I think it's like an Armor Rush deck, but you can also call it the Magnamon deck, because Magnamon is insane in this deck, and I really love this card and this deck. So thanks for tuning in, and yeah, I hope I can make like more deck profiles on this channel, and leave a like if you like this video. And if not, then just don't leave a dislike. Thank you very much, and bye bye.